What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Battle Talk. This is episode 36, and we got a lot of fun stuff for you tonight, including patch 6.1 dropping next week. I'm your host, Mike, and joining me, as usual, these two psychos. Dom in the place that's on... Dom in the place that's on fire.
Hi.
Where are you that's on fire? You're in Spires of Iraq.
Yeah, I'm looking for an egg.
Uh-huh, not yet.
Oh.
Premature egg searching, sir.
I wasted an hour for nothing?
You wasted an hour for nothing. You also answered my next question of how you're doing this week. Searching for an egg. Also joining us is Cody.
I swear you guys need help.
We do need help. How are you this week, sir?
I'm exhausted.
Really?
Sure.
Okay. No details. I love it.
Nope, no details. You don't get any. You don't get that luxury.
I don't like luxury. So let's get right into it. Patch 6.1 is coming out next week, confirmed by the World of Warcraft Twitter about half hour ago. What the hell?
Super exciting.
What'd I do? Because you're laughing your ass off over there.
Oh no, because I was still staring at the camera when...
Question is, what haven't you done yet?
It's true.
So, yeah, release candidate was released on the PTR, and we were going to actually ask the question, when is it going to go live? But that was shot down. It's going live next week. Are you excited?
Wait. I'll put... let's make a bet right now. I'll put $100 down on that it is launching Tuesday.
I have $2 in front of me. So, our predictions were pretty... I mean, we generally agreed that it was going to come out in the end of February, right?
More or less.
I think we're all under the assumption of it depended on how BlackRock Foundry did.
Yeah, I think I was a week off. I said that I'm pretty sure I said Foundry was going to come out, and then it was going to come out the week after. So it came out, what, 2 weeks after?
3.
On the third week, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, 3 weeks after Foundry. Which, speaking of which, we got LFR today.
I lasted a whole 5 minutes before I left.
Yeah, exactly. We'll talk about that.
I didn't have a problem with it.
Yeah, you didn't have a problem because you actually got a competent group.
Yeah, I went with Ro.
Also known as a competent group.
Also known as a competent group, yes. Even though he tries to get you killed every chance he gets.
He may have succeeded.
He may have succeeded.
There's proof he did succeed.
Mm-hmm.
I can neither confirm or deny.
Yeah, we had
I
3
can.
attempts. 3 attempts to get Blast Furnace down, and that was after we kicked the tank who was marking all of the security guards and insisting we had to kill them above everything else.
Aren't you supposed to kill the engineers?
Yes, you're supposed to kill everything but the security guards. Those are like the lowest priority.
No, kill those first.
No. The worst part was the raid was listening to him. Whew, boy. Anyway, patch 6.1. It's going live. It's a lot of bug fixes, but new features, new class balance, whatever. But it's really not adding much to the story.
It's fine by me.
That's fine by you. I was going to ask if that disappoints you or not.
No,
Because, I mean, think about it. The first patch after Mists of Pandaria was Landfall, and that just threw story at you, whether you wanted it or not.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this patch is very lackluster without BlackRock Foundry being included with it. Because, what do you have really that's in 6.1? You got the Twitter feature, the class balance changes,
Selfie camera.
yeah, the selfie camera, the heirloom tab, the photobomb toy. I mean, that's really all you've got. I mean, I'm probably missing something else, but I mean, that's really, and maybe the Garrison missions.
Mm-hmm.
But really, that's about it. I think if they would have waited maybe, a couple weeks and released BlackRock Foundry, I think this patch would be a lot more significant. But this is just my personal opinion. But I mean, I just feel 6.1 is just kind of lackluster for content?
I don't know. I think it's enough. We have we have a lot of functionality features that are going to make our lives easier, like the Twitter thing, and we're going to have what is it, the heirloom tab, right? So now I got to go and collect all the heirlooms so I can get my level 1 mount, so I could ride around on all my level 1 alts, which up to now my level 1 alts ride around on the riding turtle, which may not seem like a big thing, but because of what is it, the guild? What's the guild perk for speed increase? 20%, 10%?
On your mount or fly for the
Mount.
flight pass?
Mount.
It's 10. And
Yeah, I believe it's 10.
So level 1s can ride on the sea turtle, but you go at walking speed. But because you get the 10% speed increase, you end up going, 10% speed. So it's a nice little trick for level 1s. So up until this point, that's what I've been doing. So now I'll get an actual mount.
You get a real mount.
Yeah, so that'll be fun. But like all the little things, like the running, I'm gonna have to be running, Black Temple, Sunwell, Hyjal. I gotta get my pets. Gotta get
Old
my
pets, yeah.
You guys know how I am with that shit.
Yeah, old raids having more pets added. Raiding with Leashes 3 is coming in. Chats going
Bleh.
in with new legendary questline, garrison tweaks, new garrison world bosses, new missions,
Okay, yeah, but see, like for me,
colorblind support.
like for me, I think just the content in the patch is going to differ between different people. Chat saying, pet battles, going to raids, you get pets like that. Pet battles, I have no interest in whatsoever. It's just not a feature that appeals to me. Back when they announced it, I was like, cool, something to do. But as soon as I
them all.
yeah, I'm like, it's Pokemon. I don't
Gotta
care.
catch them all.
Gotta catch them all.
It's just not a feature that I'm really interested in.
I have no problem.
Heirlooms are good if you really want to level alts. I could care less because I hate leveling alts. Garrison, I spend 90% of my time in my garrison doing missions.
Well,
And that's about it.
we get to upgrade the garrison followers.
Yeah, and it's like 400 marks. I hope you have them
It's gonna
I
to
be a
get to the
lot.
next cap. So
I have quite a bit.
So my bags are halfway full with upgrades.
Mine too.
So am I.
So-
Yeah. I don't think I have the full amount I'm gonna need, but it's a decent chunk to get me there.
Every single one of my active 25 right now are already capped. And then I don't even know how many tokens are in my bags, but it's quite a lot.
Chat's going on with, it's a lot of quality of life improvements, and they
It's
seem
essentially
to
what
agree
it is.
that quality of life is better than raid content at this point.
I kind of agree. The little things like the Twitter thing, right? That may not seem like a big deal, but for me, I don't have to use push now and then go and paste it into a browser and then right click it and then save it and then upload it on. It's just I do it right there. It's done
Right.
in game. Boom, done. That's it. It's simple.
It is,
It
yeah.
saves
Yeah.
me. It saves me about a minute per tweet. So I may actually start tweeting things a little more often now.
Right, and if you're a prolific tweeter, that's a major, time-saving feature right there for you. If you don't tweet that often, you probably, oh, that's nice, that's cool, it's a feature.
I mean, I could see why people aren't too thrilled about it, but for the people that actually use Twitter quite a bit or want to use it more and get aggravated at the way it's set up, it's going to be a lot more convenient.
I use Twitter constantly, and just sitting here thinking about it, if the Twitter feature goes extremely well for Warcraft, which I think it will, I think it'll blow up, and I think all of our Twitter feed will get spammed profusely with Warcraft stuff. I think this gives them the go-ahead to start adding it and trying to figure out how to add it to their other games.
Yeah,
So I mean, with it being such an easy feature to program and add to their games, I can see them adding it to all their games across the board. It's not, and then imagine your Twitter spam that you're gonna get.
see,
But
Twitter, I can imagine it's easier for World of Warcraft because you can actually stop somewhere safe and take a tweet. I would not want a Twitter feature in Heroes of the Storm.
well, I mean that'd be kind of
that wouldn't work very well in my opinion because people would be stopping.
it'd be almost like a save feature. You'd almost have to have like a DVR feature within those types of games.
You do.
And then you could go
Don't-
back and
Don't the StarCraft games already have that?
Heroes has that in already. I don't think it's working right now in this current patch. I could be wrong, but they were working. All your match history, you can go back and watch them.
Yeah, you can still watch like StarCraft and Heroes has your replay system and stuff like that, so you can go watch them. And I guess you could, put the API for Twitter into that specific feature, not to have it, specifically in a live match, but to have it in like the replay spectator mode. That would work out. But I mean, chat's saying, the raid content's already there. I agree. The raid content's already there. Between raid content and quality of life, I think the mass community will disagree that quality of life is better than raid content, because look at like every expansion that's ever come out that year before it's come out. You don't have
at this from a Raiders perspective, though.
Yeah, and that's where I'm coming from. So I mean, like, and that's why I said, this is all my opinion. 6.1 to me is very lackluster because it's just not the content for me. It's my content's already there. It came out 2 weeks ago.
And
so I mean, there's little things that I'm interested in 6.1, and there may be a lot more that other people are interested in. It's
right.
Personal preference.
Right, personal preference. And speaking, you mentioned rating. We got a couple things on that. We mentioned LFR Open today. Just a little info. First 3 bosses it's the first wing. It's Gruul, Orgorger, and Blast Furnace. You have to do Orgorger first because Gruul is locked behind a gate. I'm guessing this was to stop people from skipping him or leaving before he's done or something like that. So you got to do it in that order: Orgorger, Gruul, Blast Furnace. And Blast Furnace is way easier than normal, but it's still... I don't know. It's an idiot ballet. We're going to go with that.
Welcome to Blast Furnace. It's the last
AKA
boss
the
that any
kitchen.
of them... Yeah, it's the last boss that anybody did in Mythic.
Before
Other than Blackhand. So, I mean, it's going to be a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass across all difficulties. When you understand it, it's a really well put together encounter and a fun fight, I think, personally. But
are you coordinated enough to do it?
You gotta be... it takes, like, precision to do that fight. Without, running around like headless chickens. Also, in the Mythic game. I was wrong, personally. I said it would take a week.
I was way wrong.
9 out of 10 are done. It is not 10 out of 10. So, I apologize.
Didn't I say 2 weeks?
You said 2 weeks, yeah.
So I'm still in the running.
You're still in the running. I'm done. I'm out. As of today, I am out. But Method and Paragon are 9 out of 10 Mythic, and Midwinter is 8 out of 10. So, congratulations to them for being up top. I'm curious how long it's going to take them to get Blackhand. And we have a question on that. Are the days of month-long raid progression races done for?
It's been done for a while.
Yeah, it's been done for a couple of expansions, I think.
Expansions. Most of the tier arrays that come out, they're usually cleared. I mean, especially with now we're going to the Mythic rating with the new difficulty and stuff like that. But even previous expansions when it was just heroic or like 25-man heroic stuff like that, it was usually cleared within the weekend. Mm-hmm. Like the first weekend it was released, and that was since Wrath. I think BC was the last time we saw at least a month-long raid progression.
Well,
but that was just because BC was difficult in its own right.
Yeah, it was difficult in its own right, and
Well, a lot of the issue from that stems that everything is on PTR.
There is that. Yeah, everything
is tested, and the strategies are all laid out ahead of time, and the Dungeon Journal gives you every ability and everything, and you can theory craft way, way, way before it even comes out.
Okay, so let's go with this. Do you think Blizzard would be willing to go back to the month-long raid progression by internally testing their their progress?
I would much rather have them internally test things. Personally, I understand that they find a lot more bugs that they would by doing the PTRs and stuff like that. But I miss the days where, like, and I don't want to sound like, oh, back in my day, whatever. But I miss how like ZG would come out and you didn't know very much about ZG. Like, you knew it was coming,
Like,
kind
you
of
didn't
thing,
even know
and
about
there
the
was, like,
Fairmount.
there was a trailer coming out, and you just, like, all of a sudden you're all hyped up. Oh, what's ZG? What's in it? And you're seeing, like, the trailer of the Bat Boss and the Snake Boss, and you're like, oh my god, this place looks amazing, right?
And that was it.
There's none of that anymore, right? You go in, and it's like, oh, here it is. It's now on PTR. MMO Champion, Wowhead, whatever it is, they throw up a whole video of every boss encounter, how to kill it, and
The
way
day it
before it even
releases.
hits live.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's all
as soon as it
on
releases, it's on all of those sites. You know, you could find videos of how to kill it, how to do it, and
I don't know. I don't think it needs to be done for like all of them. Necessarily all the raids that come out with an expansion. You know, yes, you know, BlackRock just came out. It's been on PTR for a while. It was in beta for a while.
Mhm.
You know, go ahead and, you know, let that. But like one raid, whether it be, you know, the last tier, which would probably be preferred, like in my opinion, make it. You know, go like the big raid teams go in blind. Let them work for it.
yeah. I mean, I miss figuring it out for yourself, which
I do.
I've done personally a couple times in a few raids, but I mean,
Yeah,
this was
I'm-
before I knew of. I mean, I heard of the websites, but this is before I went to anywhere looking for boss strategies or watching videos or anything like that. Back when I was a wee little idiot raider, but it is just it's satisfying to figure it out for yourself.
I mean, it's like you get the fun little mechanics. Like, yeah, I remember when we were working on progression in level 60 Naxxramas, right? And we're going for patchwork, and we're like, oh, what if we try tanking them in the slime? That sounds like a horrible idea now in retrospect when you know the strat. But at the time, we're like, well, so we would tank them on the edge, and then we didn't know how a Hateful Strike worked. We're like, I think it's based on health. So what if we cycle the tank and have this tank, and then the other two step into the slime, so this guy takes it, and then we heal up another one, and then this one backs out and goes in the slime. It's like little things around the room that are all there, and I don't know, it's just like fun trying to figure out and play with different things rather than to be told this is what you have to do. And like, boss strategies weren't a thing. They just, I think it was like toward the end of Naxxramas when one of the top raid guilds got like fed up with something and just started releasing videos to try to like destroy Blizzard's reputation. Because I know way back when like the game first started, strategies were a secret, and for Mythic progression they kind of are still,
Yeah, they still are.
until they hit a certain point. But you know, every granted there were no difficulty levels back then, but the strategies were super secret back then.
Right. And as far as Mythic goes, I mean, I'm sure I could watch a video right now, but I have no idea how to do like Mythic Butcher. I would have no friggin' idea. I know what the added mechanic is, but I don't know how I would adjust for that.
I think
So,
it would be in Blizzard's interest to just, whether it be, like I said, last raid tier, let Midwinter, Blood Legion, you know, go into that tier blind. One, because it'll be more exciting for like the rest of the community. Because everybody, when BlackRock Foundry released, everybody's like, okay, the race for World First is on, and within 4 hours, we're already sitting at 6 of 10, and you're like, well, that was quick, you know. You're just blowing through this content now, you know. Let them go in blind, not knowing what's going to happen in these fights. One, it's more interesting and more fun for them, because then you're sitting here going, okay, well, this didn't work, like Zista was saying. Well, this didn't work, let's try this thing. Now, everybody is on a level playing field whatsoever. You know, they're all going in blind, and they all have to create their own strategies. It makes more sense. It makes World First more competitive, in my opinion.
right. Well, I guess while we're on the topic of rating, we have a question that was brought up on Twitter. By the way, if you don't know or are new to watching us, you can tweet us with the hashtag BlizzardBT, and we'll try to answer your question live on the show. And we're about to do that right now. This is from Total Deletion, who used the wrong hashtag, but I still found it anyway.
Blizzard? Blizzart.
BlizzArtBT.
What is Blizzart?
This is for our special...
It's our new podcast where we just talk about Blizzard art.
Yeah, that's coming soon. Stay tuned.
Can we get Elizabeth Sampone on our stream then?
That would be lovely. But
That'd
anyway,
be awesome.
What is one attribute you bring to the raid group? What is one aspect you need to work on in a raid environment? Yeah, oops, total. We still love you. So, what is one attribute you bring to a raid group? We'll start with Dom.
Death.
No. That's one aspect you need to work on. We're talking about what does he bring.
That's his attribute.
I'm really good at tanking the floor.
What he needs to work on.
I can tank the floor like no other.
Okay, but seriously. What do you... If you don't want to answer, Cody.
I bring the comedy to the
he's my other side to raiding. Zista is the good cop while I'm the bad cop. That's my attribute. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm very... What's bad about me and what's good about me, other than his terrible...
I got to agree.
That's what I bring to the
No,
raid.
What's bad about me and what's good about me at the same time is I'm a very competitive person. I don't like losing, and anybody who watches my stream when I play Heroes can tell, and when I play Call of Duty and stuff like that. I am very competitive. I don't like losing. I like winning all the time. But who doesn't? I mean, it's everybody likes winning. No one likes losing. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
in this past weekend when we tried, heroic Grawl, what did we do? We wiped for 3 hours. Was everyone was everyone getting frustrated? Yes. Was I getting frustrated? Yes. But
most of us,
rightfully so.
We
but I mean,
still somewhat enjoyed ourselves. But to be perfectly honest, after the fourth or fifth
the only
wipe,
person that was keeping us together was Zista.
after the
because
fourth or
I
fifth
just
wipe, we
stopped.
should have just said fuck it and gone on to whatever progression we're on. More blast furnace, more operator, which.
But
Yeah.
then again, that's me and my competitiveness saying I want this asshole dead.
So that's one thing you need to work on in a raid environment.
It's never gonna happen. We're gonna kill shit.
Mm-hmm.
I bring the comic relief to the raid.
He brings the good cop. I bring the bad cop.
And the one thing that I need to work on, tanking the floor more.
I would agree. Less DPS.
I don't tank it nearly as much as some other people.
Yeah. I don't know what I need to work on. I need to work on not standing.
Situational awareness.
Yeah, I really need to work on that problem. I mean, especially on Tectus, which we probably won't be doing that
No,
much anymore.
not Tectus. Schwargenborgen or whatever his stupid name is.
Oh God, that was all right. That one was an accident, but yeah.
Everyone needs to work on situational awareness for that fight.
What is one attribute I bring to the raid group, though? I'm pretty sure I could tell you how to play your class, no matter what it is. If you need help,
How do you play Combat Rogue?
How do you play Resto Shaman?
Oh, fuck both of you. Let's see. Combat Rogue. I believe you keep Revealing Strike up. You Sinister Strike to build combo points. You don't want to keep Rupture. Rupture is like a 1% DPS increase, so you could take
Rupture is not even in the combat tree.
Combat has Rupture.
Looks like
No, they don't.
like someone needs to work
When did
on
they take
their...
that out? Combat. When did they take Rupture out of combat?
Take a guess. When they removed all the fucking abilities from all the classes.
Oh, shocking! This expansion.
You know what? I'm going to look this up because I know it still has Rupture.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. How do you play Resto Shaman? I want to know.
Hold on, I got an ad.
I play a combat rogue, Mike. You're not going to tell me how to play my own class.
I'm going to tell you how to play your own class. I'm doing it right now.
I want you to tell me how to play a Resto Shaman.
Hold on. Keep Rip tied up and chain heal.
No, not at all. That's terrible.
I'm kidding. God. What I was going to add before you guys started bombarding me is, if not, I can find the information and make it easier for you to understand and teach you how to play your class.
So now we're making excuses for what you need to work on.
We don't have Rupture anymore, Mike.
Wow, when the fuck did that happen? I am so sorry.
Expansion release?
Yeah. As far as Enhancement Shaman goes, which was mentioned in chat, that is Storm Strike every chance it's up. Flame... What is it called?
That's totally wrong.
Flame Lash.
Chat, you're wrong.
Every chance it's up.
It's like halfway.
Keep down Searing Totem. I'm trying to concentrate and talk to you. Use Lightning Bolt when you get 5 stacks of Maelstrom.
For a Resto Shaman?
I said enhancement.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. We're moving on.
You terrible. When
I
does
am horrible. I had another question lined up
Resto
after
shamans
that.
don't have Maelstrom. You
I
goober.
said enhancement.
Lies.
Anyway, next is...
Well, we know what you need to work on.
You know what I need to work on. Anyway, what is your dream raid composition? These are some what-if questions.
Nothing but Resto Druids.
No, nothing but Moonkins on what's his face. I want a full 30-man raid team of nothing but druids. Druid tanks, druid healers, boomkin DPS.
Well, that would probably work out.
It would work out if the druid tanks right now weren't squishy.
That is my dream composition.
All druids. Nothing but orange on the class color
Nothing but
list.
druids.
Yeah, you could also do, nothing but monks.
See,
Nothing but paladins.
you could do nothing, but
nothing but
paladins,
paladins.
nothing but monks, and nothing but druids. See, druids you would
If
get...
they would give shamans back Rockbiter, you could do nothing but shamans really well.
Yeah. Nothing but druids would get you the best raid composition because you have all four roles. You have melee, ranged, healing, tank. So there you go. That's perfect. Full 30-man raid or 20-man mythic team of all druids.
It would be amazing.
I mean, my dream raid composition would be one where we can get as many classes and specs represented as possible. I know it's,
Shocking.
a dream. I mean, we did a raid today where we had 5 different kinds of healers, and that was really nice. I liked it. I was healing as Mistweaver, but it was nice to have the variety.
Yeah, I would like a variety of healers. I know, I don't want 3 holy priests.
You don't
or
want 3
a
disciplined priests.
I don't want any combination of 3 combination of any priest whatsoever. I would like at least 2, and then give me a druid and a shaman because now we're rounded out everywhere with heals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd like that.
Give me a monk healer because they're all so good too. Give me a mixture of melee DPS and range DPS. Everyone's got their pluses and minuses in what they can bring to a raid.
But do you even
I don't
understand how good boomkin are for AoE fights like the Blast Furnace?
Getting
Or
nerfed.
Korog.
Yeah, they are good for those 2 fights. Blast Furnace for Beast Lord and for, Kromog. Great for all of those fights due to the, Starfall, Sunfall, both of which are having their damage nerfed by 16% in 6.1. Some odd number.
Hey, Resto Shamans are getting a buff, so it's fine by me.
That's nice for you guys.
Haha.
And the follow-up to that question is how would you build/stack your raid team? We already answered that. Druids everywhere.
With nothing but druids.
Nothing but druids. There are quite a few fights that make Boomkins amazing in Blackrock, which is nice. And speaking of one of those fights, the Blast Furnace. Past couple weeks, we've been going through the lore of each of the bosses in the raids, and this week is the Blast Furnace in the first wing of the LFR. Most people save this to the last boss, except, Blackhand, because it is definitely one of the more difficult ones. But from the Dungeon Journal entry, the Blast Furnace.
You mean the kitchen?
The kitchen. I'm sorry, we're naming them weird things. The kitchen.
We're naming them based off of food products.
So the kitchen.
This is where they cook the grilled cheese and the smorgasburger.
The Blackrock clan's unique ability to smelt the black ore, a substance so dense that ordinary flame does not even soften it, has always been their most closely guarded secret.
Are you talking about a recipe?
Yes, we're talking about a recipe. Deep within the foundry, or, the flowery, their furnace, kitchen, contains a primal force as old as Draenor itself, raging within the confines of its prison as it emanates a preternatural heat.
This is very... I'm hungry now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So...
And it's also a pain-in-the-ass fight.
It is. Basically, the Blackrock's big secret in their ability to smelt large quantities of ore and all this stuff is
an elemental.
They got a really old, fire elemental trapped in a furnace. It's the primal force of Draenor, so it's not Azeroth, but it's probably a distant relative of Ragnaros.
Did we use a pizza shovel to take him out of it?
No, you just blow part of the furnace up and he breaks out like
What if, okay, so
Get the fuck out of here.
wouldn't it be hilarious? And this is, alternate universe stuff. Since we are in an alternate universe now. Alternate universe talk time.
Oh God.
So
Oh, God, here we
wouldn't it been funny if the elemental in Blast Furnace was Ragnaros?
It's not Ragnaros.
It's not. It's not. But
I just said distant relative.
what if it was? Because technically we haven't fought him yet.
Second cousin.
No,
Something like that?
Obviously, yes. But what if it was instead of the one that we have now? What if they put Ragnaros just to recycle another boss again?
They wouldn't, first off, because that's idiotic. Because Ragnaros is like
Wait
a
a minute.
primal force.
You're talking about Blizzard here.
Azeroth.
You're talking about Blizzard here, who
Primal force of Azeroth
recycles bosses.
is Ragnaros. Primal force of Draenor is the Heart of the Mountain, which is what this thing is called. Anyway,
And then Rag could sprout legs.
yes. Well, this thing doesn't have. Does this thing have legs? No, it doesn't have legs. You done playing your train? How is he playing the drums on that? Stop it! Enough! Kill it! I can't mute him. Oh God.
Oh my god.
Oh my God. Thank you. I really need to set it up so I can individually mute the two of you.
It would have worked if it was Rag. It would have.
It would have worked. You say it would have worked. I say it wouldn't have worked.
Blizzard likes recycling bosses.
So, interesting fight. It's a big captured fire elemental. And the whole point of the fight is to shut down the furnace, which involves breaking the heat regulators, and then this thing busts out and just wants to kill everything.
Which, for those who don't know, the heat regulators are on the side of the furnace.
They have
Really?
chains coming to them and everything.
Really?
You
That's
can
what
actually-
those are? I
You can
have
actually
no clue.
click on them.
They're open doors on the furnace. With
I don't believe you could
chains.
click on them. You can mouse over them.
You can click on them
Can you?
when the fight engages. Like when you engage the encounter. Because we were marking them in LFR today.
Weird.
Mm-hmm.
Our problem with the LFR group is no one was DPSing the guys holding the chains,
Right, and
the
that
big Ogrons.
after the first two wipes we had, someone gave out raid assist to a few people who were barking orders. So basically, I was just barking in raid warnings what to do, which was kill the Ogron, then the engineers, take your bombs over to
Take your
the
bark.
take your bark, go woof at the heat regulator. Take your bombs over to the heat regulators, blow them up. Then clean up the ads, big ones first. Then kill the foreman. Then once all that's done, tank the security guards. Kill the little flame callers that come in, because they'll heal the elementalists. And kill the elementalists. Once the four of them are dead, kill the gigantic flaming piece of fire.
Was Zista playing Hearthstone during this explanation?
Probably.
I'm playing Hearthstone right now.
You asshole.
I'm not. I'm not playing Hearthstone right now.
That's good. But it's a fun fight, I think. A good fight. And I mean, we talk about the boss's motivation for being there. This thing's a furnace. What's its motivation?
To cook smorgasborgen and
It's to cook all the food.
grilled cheese.
What's the food item for next week that we're going to be talking about? Dom, stop it.
The chef.
Get out of there. Who's the chef?
Evil Viking. Black. Mm,
Not Blackhand.
he's the chef. He runs the place.
We're not talking about him next week.
It's a surprise.
Yep.
It's a
You just-
surprise.
Ew.
Uh,
Or is the special? It's the special.
it's the special.
I don't want the. I don't want to. I don't want the special.
It's
Did
the
you
Blue
not watch?
Blade special.
Have you not watched Spaceballs? You don't take the special.
No, you don't. Anyway, moving right along here. while ago, we got wind of a Red Cross charity drive featuring Argy the Space Goat.
Space Goat Coast to Coast.
So far, adventurers have raised $1.9 million during the December charity drive for Ebola relief. And now the question I ask is, did you do your part?
No.
It's a pet. Of course I did.
Yes, if it involves a pet, you did it.
It involves a pet, so I didn't do it.
I bought the bundle.
Oh, that came with what? That pet and
the
it came with
Grinning
another
Reaver?
pet, didn't it? Yeah.
The mount.
It came with it was a bundle. He's actually playing Hearthstone.
No, I'm not. What are you talking about?
This is a recording.
I really hope that's a recording he's playing in the background, but I have a feeling it's not.
It's not.
Anyway, that was that. It's a nice gesture by Blizzard, charity. They always do fun kinds of charity work and things like that. So
They always seem to do really good with all their charity stuff that they do.
It's just short of $2 million. I mean, kudos to everybody who helped out
contributed.
Contributed, yes, that's the word. So we mentioned the patch is coming out. We're at what people are calling nothing to do syndrome, and I mean,
plenty to do. Did you not? Everyone yelled at me in chat about there's plenty to do with 6.1 and all this stuff. Why are we in this nothing to do syndrome?
Well, we got a couple questions related to that, and we can go through these really quick and then move on to some other stuff. In your honest opinion, does WoW feel lacking at this point in the game? In story,
it just came out.
In story, I think it's lacking right now. Otherwise, no, there's plenty to do. Dom?
Just sit in your garrison. And
I think there's plenty to do. I mean, and if there's not, just play some Hearthstone.
Jackass. Next question is, what do you have to say to those who disagree?
I think they're wrong.
Stop whining.
You're wrong, and if you think there's nothing to do, go outside then.
There is plenty to do. There is ridiculous amount to do. It's not even funny how much there is to do.
Part 3. What do you do personally to prevent this from affecting yourself as a gamer? Dom plays Hearthstone.
I sit there and watch my
I don't
garrison
ever play Hearthstone.
timer mission go down.
You just sit there and watch the timer, like 6 hours.
Uh-huh.
Oh, look, 5 hours and 58 minutes.
I can tell you what I do when I'm waiting for those missions to complete. It's right above my head.
Yeah, there you go. And finally, in World of Warcraft, Love is in the Air has ended. The
Who renewed their license?
What?
Their license for the Love Rocket.
2015 event is over. Did you get all that you wanted?
Nope.
Yeah, but my new license renewed for the Love Rocket. Of not getting it.
Ditto. Dom, you had some statistics earlier you were mentioning to me. Would you like to share them? What is the chance? What is the drop chance of the Love Rocket?
The chance for the Love Rocket is 1 out of 3,333.
Basically, someone crunched some numbers. They said things you're more likely to get than the Love Rocket.
Ashes of Valar?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, aside from that, these were real-life things. Like, you're more likely to die or have a life-altering accident in the next year than you are to get the Love Rocket.
Mm-hmm.
They said, crunching the numbers, in order to statistically guarantee yourself to get this Love Rocket, you would have to run the event every day while it's available on 50 characters, because that's the max on one account, for 80 years. If you ran it on one single character, it will take you 4,000 years to statistically guarantee you getting the Love Rocket.
Mm-hmm.
This looks like you got a while to go, man.
I do. So some of the other things, they said that there's a 1 in 2 chance to become a cancer patient at some point in your life. You have a 1 in 2.2 chance to win a hand of blackjack at the casino. A 1 in 36 chance to get selected for The Price is Right. A 1 in 175 chance to be audited by the IRS.
That I like.
You have a 1 in 500 chance for one of your children to be born with 11 fingers or toes. You have a 1 in 1,812 20 chance to have a life-altering injury before the next chance at having a big love rocket.
I mentioned
Then
that.
comes the big love rocket. Then you have a 1 in 12,000 chance of finding a pearl in an oyster. A 1 in 22,000 chance of becoming a professional athlete. 1 in 880 or 1 in 88,000 chance of dating a supermodel. And, you know, the list goes on.
So, more likely to get cancer, get on The Price is Right, or die.
Get laid.
Or get audited by the IRS than you are to get a love rocket. Blizzard.
Shame on you.
There's something wrong with that.
Yeah. Anyway, there is something very wrong with that, and I just can't. But I'm not a gigantic nut, so I'm okay with not collecting it. Anyway, while we're on the topic of Hearthstone, you have to get to rank 20.
Why'd you look at me?
Because, never mind. You have to get to rank 20. Dom, are you rank 20 yet?
Of course I am.
Okay, you have to get to rank 20 before the end of this month, February, to get this lovely Luna Festival card back. It's lovely.
So lovely.
It's lovely. Anyway, speaking of Lunar Festival, that went live in WoW as soon as Love is in the Air went bye-bye. It's active from the 16th to March 2nd. There are new toys, yay! And 6.1 heirloom upgrade tokens. I like it. Thumbs up. We need heirlooms. Anyway, moving on from WoW, because we've had quite a lot to talk about, especially with new patch coming up, raid, yada yada. Actually, before we move on from WoW, I'm just going to use up our Twitter questions, because I don't like neglecting people who actually take the time to ask questions. So this is from one of our guild members. This is from Rexar. Thoughts on the current pre-made finder? I'm finding groups for Blackrock Foundry, normal, heroic, are easily falling apart after a single wipe.
It's because people are impatient.
It's Blackrock Foundry. Of course that's going to happen.
And we've used this extensively. We've been using this feature a lot, both in our own raids and our personal time in the last couple weeks. And Friday night, after our Friday raid ended and before Saturdays, we queued into a heroic Blackrock Foundry, and we wound up getting 2.98 bosses dead. I do the 0.98 because we had a 2% wipe on Beast Lord.
Mm-hmm.
And people just were getting tired. So
it wasn't that we got into it. We made it. It was our
We made it. Yeah, it was us. 7 of us, and we just started grabbing random people from out there. We wound up doing it with, 12 people?
Yes.
I think it was 12. And we just started blazing our way through heroic, and it was really nice. One shot on Gruul, a one shot on Hans and Franz, and then a couple attempts on Beast Lord before people got tired. But they were all sub 10% wipes, which was very nice. And then today, we used the feature. How many groups did we go through, Dom?
2?
2? I thought there was a third.
No.
But if you slow down for any second, or you have one hiccup, or anything like that, people just start dropping like fries. Dropping like fries into
in
hot
the Big
oil.
Rock Flowery.
Oh,
Right-
like fries. Oh,
right
you
into
want
the
some chicken
finish.
fried rice?
I think we went through, 50 people throughout the course of that raid?
Yeah, something like that.
We started with 20, it was great, and then it just... it was insane. So what are your thoughts on the pre-made thing? Is it a good... It's a good tool.
I love it.
I
love
It's-
it.
like it.
It's Blizzard taking. I'm not going to disagree with you at all. I think it's a great feature. There's a add-on before even Draenor came out, and
Open raid, right?
no, it wasn't open raid. I can't remember what. Maybe it was.
Yeah.
It was open raid.
It was the same thing. It does the exact same thing, and it's Blizzard taking a great idea that someone else had and incorporating it into their game.
The base,
And all-
yeah.
And essentially what that does is now players aren't having to utilize their computer's resources to run those add-ons. It's already built into the game. You don't have to worry about it. Your resources aren't being taken up by anything. So, I mean, in the long run, It was good on Blizzard to add it. I love the feature. It's very useful to get groups together for, the world bosses and Apex dailies and stuff like that. So, I mean,
Which
it's a
I
nice
believe in
feature.
6.1 they're fixing too. You're not going to be able to go into a raid group and take out the Apexes. I think it's going back down to group sizes. 5 people.
But that would be stupid.
Slow that down a bit. And it's
Chat
OQ.
saying-
OQ is
OQ.
the add-on.
I heard that they were not intended to be done in raid groups, and they're going to make it so all quests cannot be completed into a raid unless it is a specific raid quest.
Well, then they better start nerfing all those mobs out there.
Yeah, I mean, some of them are conducive to a raid. You're running through Shatrath where all the elites are with a raid. I mean, it takes like 10, 15 minutes to get
If you're
done.
running through Shatrath and pull like 7 mobs at a time, yes, but if you pull the groups as they're intended to be pulled, then you're fine.
All right, yeah, you're right. If you pull them as intended.
Nope. Keep it in a raid.
I guess.
This game's about
It's not happening. They're changing it.
social interaction.
It's changing.
They're stupid.
Yeah. All right,
Did you just call Blizzard stupid?
Blizzard can be
Oh.
odd.
Won't be the last time I do it too.
Moving on from
It's a stupid
Warcraft.
feature.
Before we get into Heroes, we're going to talk about a game we haven't talked about in quite a few weeks. Can you guess what game that is?
Diablo.
I got it.
Wrong.
StarCraft.
Rock and roll racing.
That one.
Beads.
Overwatch. Those aren't beads. That's yarn.
Blizzard doesn't make a game based off yarn. That's Nintendo.
We finally got some
Totally the
Overwatch
wrong
stuff.
show.
Yoshi's World, Woolly World is coming out soon.
How is that related to Blizzard?
Related to yarn.
It doesn't. You're the one pointing at yarn.
I'm pointing at an Overwatch poster. God damn it. Anyway, we got a teaser from the official Twitter.
You need to relax, sir.
a Twitter account, Play Overwatch, and the teaser is just a little like news clip from in-game and a lovely picture. So what do you think we can expect from PAX East? Because Blizzard is going there for
I can tell
Overwatch
you-
news.
I can tell you right now. I
Beta.
was right saying that beta's launching in March.
Do you think we're going to get an alpha/beta?
Yep, guaranteed.
I don't think the beta is going to launch at PAX or whatever, but I believe the attendees of PAX will have access to the beta when the beta goes live.
Of course they will.
So,
I guarantee you they'll
so Mike,
launch it. Next
are we
month.
going to PAX? Did we get tickets?
I didn't get tickets.
We should try to find tickets.
You can't.
Where is
They're
it in
sold out now.
Boston. You
Yes.
really want to trudge through 5 feet of snow to go to PAX?
Mm-hmm. To play Overwatch beta? Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
it was so much fun. So
Tell you-
a question that's in here is: are you surprised that we've had so little to no news since BlizzCon? I mean, this is how much
No.
have we had since BlizzCon? This is it.
We've had a little. They've been periodically releasing screenshots and stuff.
They've
here and
been they've been really over the last couple of weeks. They've been kicking up, their screenshots, their information on their. I'm just gonna call them heroes. Their heroes
That's what
and,
they
and
are.
stuff like that. But I mean, it's
Characters
building up to the
Yeah.
release of beta next month.
or soon.
We all I can almost guarantee, almost. I say almost because if I guarantee it's coming out, I'm going to get yelled at. But I can almost guarantee you that beta, alpha or beta, whatever, will be next month.
I hope we get something soon because,
I want to
needs-
play it.
Yeah, I want to
again.
play it again too. It needs to be in my hands. I love that. It was so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
But
see what happens.
unfortunately, that's really all we have right now for Overwatch. Stay tuned. We'll get more soon handed to us, hopefully.
Soon
And you
TM.
could be sure we'll talk about it because
What
we
is
are
it?
all.
3 weeks. 3 weeks is PAX East. So.
I think right beginning first weekend in March.
Which is stupid because you know what else is that weekend?
What?
50
GDC.
Shades of Grey.
It's this week, which
Oh.
we're not going to talk about.
March 6th through the 8th.
Yeah, GDC ends on March 6th.
Hey Dom, I like your crown. And your growing trumpets out of your ears.
Burr, burr, burr.
I was just thinking that.
Anyway, stay tuned. Overwatch news, hopefully coming soon. Heroes
Yeah.
of the Storm now. Cody's
Yay.
favorite game.
It should be everyone's favorite game.
The Luna Festival is live, and it has an XP bonus with it. Available from the 18th to the 24th. It's a 25% bonus to XP.
So it's not live yet.
And it's not live yet, and it stacks with stim packs and friend bonus and all that other stuff.
You know what I buy every 30 days?
A stim pack.
Yep. It's $10.
And the festival itself is ending March 3rd, a day after the World of Warcraft one is. Things to get: a Lunar Festival portrait, 10 games earns you it. Yeah.
If you don't, it's games. It doesn't matter what games you play, whether they be custom, Hero League, quick match, co-op, practice.
10 games. Just play
10
them.
games.
Doesn't matter if you win or lose.
You get a portrait with the best panda ever who shares his brew and his niece.
Shares his brew and shares his niece. Okay.
Well, you're the one who put it that way, you sick.
We're going to move right along from that. Lovebug Anubarak is now available. He's a gigantic ladybug.
You're so sick.
Giant ladybug.
Sick.
Giant ladybug. Anubarak.
It's creepy. Have you seen someone play it?
It is weird. It takes a little bit of getting used to.
It's creepy looking.
It's just this bright red object flying across the screen.
It's creepy looking.
It's invisible.
What if I do like bugs?
Well, then it's right in your alley.
Anubarak already was a bug.
This one's even a creepier bug.
What's so creepy about ladybugs?
It's creepy.
They're one of the few bugs I do not kill on sight.
Because you're not supposed to. That brings rain.
What?
What? I've never heard that.
Wow.
What?
You guys.
They
Shame
eat
on you
aphids. That's all I know.
Shame on you two. You don't kill ladybugs.
No, you don't kill ladybugs.
I've never killed a ladybug in my life.
Me neither. I don't think they bite. I'm pretty sure they don't bite. And they eat other annoying bugs, so they can live.
You don't kill them.
As creepy as they are, I haven't seen a house centipede in months, but let them live too, because they eat every other household bug. Unfortunately, if they get big, they hurt. Oh god. More new skins. Moving on.
Look, it's creepy.
Oh, god.
That is like a creepy
Had
bug,
to
man.
bring that up. Look at the size. We're gonna zoom in on him. Look at the size of that thing.
It's disgusting.
It's a giant ladybug flying at you. Kudos to the art department, though, in Heroes, because their skins are all... Every one of their skins are... Okay, most of their skins are nice. Some of them are just, shameful recolors.
I can tell you right now, when Zeratul new skin comes out, that is going to be an insta-buy for me.
Yeah, there are a few skins that are going to
I
be
like the
insta-buy.
green one. It looks like a Japanese beetle.
It does. That's actually kind of cool. I didn't look at the other tints to that skin. It is pretty cool. Anyway, new Carnival and Mardi Gras Harlequin Nazebo.
Just came out. Like an hour ago.
He finds it creepy.
It's creepy!
Changes everything. Okay, the Ravenous Spirit is creepy. If you're interested, I don't have a picture of it because it did just come out. But if you look it up, the Ravenous Spirit is creepy because it's like got 2 heads and a mask on top of it. There, Dom's looking at the actual Harlequin itself right now.
It's creepy. He's got a creepy smile.
Oops.
That's the normal. There you go. Look at that smile. He looks like Shaco.
Looks like a cross between Harley Quinn and the Joker.
It's creepy. I haven't bought it.
That shit is creepy.
Just because it creeps me out. I haven't bought it.
Another
skin that's really, really good. It's going along. I definitely like how they're doing certain skins for certain yearly events around the North America region.
Right.
Whether we see something from the EU region or not, that remains to be seen. Hopefully they do something. I think it'd be really cool. But it's definitely nice to see them doing. Because literally, we had the Love Bug come out on Friday, and now it's Tuesday, beginning of Mardi Gras, and we've already got another skin released.
Yep.
I do actually like that a lot. Keep to, give us a skin, even for the... Give us a Cinco de Mayo skin.
So, yeah, we may get a Cinco de Mayo. Or you can almost guarantee we'll get one for Easter. Got the Easter skin already.
Easter Bunny Nova?
Easter Bunny Murky. Trick. If you're watching this, you need to make that happen. Easter Bunny Murky would be amazing.
You would.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Okay, after this, I've got another skin.
Tweet him after the show. Tweet
So,
all of them. Tell them. Walk down to
if
the art
you-
department. Tell them Easter
If
Bunny
you're
Murphy.
watching the Brawl with the Blues that they do once a month with the community members, Trixler and Spirian do a stream once a month to go over the new content that was released for the month. During that stream, we started the pajama bundle talk, or I did, because I had asked them if we get a pajama bundle, because we already got Pajamather and we've also got TLV pajama.
Which is
If
right
we
there.
get, and we started talking about, Murky getting a pajama theme and stuff like that, what would be the mount? And everybody agreed in the stream, everybody talked about it.
a big stuffed horsey.
No,
What?
the race car bed. And it'd be a pretty sweet race car bed.
Oh my god. Oh my.
Do you understand?
God.
If we get a slumber party bundle that's all due to me, straight up, and it's gonna happen. We're gonna get a PJ bundle.
I hope they
With a race
brought
car
that.
bed.
I hope that Spirian or Trixler brought that into the next meeting, mentioned it,
Race car
and
bed.
one of the art guys just stared at the wall for the next 5 minutes, like,
Yes, that is gonna be the next bundle for this game. It's gonna be a race car bed with PJ heroes.
God, no, a race car bed.
And for the Easter bundle, it'll be an Easter Bunny Murky with an Easter Bunny Mountain.
It'd be cool if it was an Easter bunny that carried Murky in the basket, but
See, look at this. How much money they're gonna make off this?
more
We just
than
keep pumping out all these ideas. Amazing.
yeah.
Love it.
Anyway,
Even
Lost-
Zista's excited.
I want the
He's
race car bed.
He wants the race
I
car
want the race
bed.
car bed too. That's a great idea.
See?
In fact,
That'd be awesome.
I think just to get in the mood for it, I'm gonna go throw my bed away and buy a race car bed.
Oh my god damn it. Do they make
Yes.
big race car beds? Honey, can we get a race car bed?
They should. If they don't, that's very disappointing.
Oh god. I'm gonna get glared at later like, what is wrong with you? Anyway, Lost Vikings have been out for a week.
Oh my god.
Dom, you haven't gotten a chance to play them, right?
No, you guys haven't invited me to any groups.
Do you have the Lost Vikings?
No, because nobody's invited me to any groups.
I'm getting yelled at in chat. No.
No.
Gigantic letters.
Well, she's not fun.
Not race car bed fun. And really, the only question we have here for the Lost Vikings, do you think that the other team is shorthanded when trying to soak XP in lanes? Because you have... Oh, God. Oh, God. There's a screenshot attached to this question. And it's...
Not at all.
Wow. Oh, my God. One team is level 9, and the other team is level 17.
Can you guess which team has TLV on their side?
The level 9?
The level 17, obviously. But,
Just to
wow.
go along
Holy
with that,
crap.
I don't think the other team is necessarily gimped in a way. Because
if you
if you
deal
think
with them.
about it, well, yeah, TLV alone, if you separate them to be Eric, Barlog, and Olaf, and they're each in a lane, yes, the one team can soak experience fairly well because you've got someone in each lane at all times.
And then the other 4 heroes are free to go.
Which gives the other teams to allow them to roam a little bit more. But at the same time, you got to realize that TLV is not very strong individually. They're fairly weak, so they can be ganked. They can be ganked just as easily because the player that's playing TLV has to have a high enough APM and has to be watching their mini map constantly enough to be aware of where the other team is.
You have to be...
If they don't,
Oh, boy.
you could have Eric down bot lane and get ganked fairly easy because you're not paying attention
Yeah, a Nova popping out of
because
stealth.
it's not moving.
Yeah, an Eric, you can pop out... a Nova can pop Eric before he can react, because Eric has so little health. If you gank Balog like a normal hero, well, he already has less health than a normal hero, and the only real escape he's got is the sprint before you get jump or whatever.
So
He's easy. And Olaf is slow, and he has a big model. Stand in his way.
Yeah, so I mean, it just depends on how you want to deal with them and how good that TLV player really is to be aware of.
And
Because I can guarantee you, there is at least one Viking not moving at all times, and whether or not he's behind his wall or not will make or break that lane. Because if you can find him sitting there doing nothing, yeah, and you can pop off a couple shots and stun him, he'll die fairly quickly.
All right, then. So, we have a couple more Twitter questions. We already answered this one. Jake, I'm sorry, I'll pop it up anyway. Jake and Ader asked, with Play Overwatch going to PAX soon, when do you estimate an alpha beta?
Next month.
Yeah, next couple months, definitely.
Almost guaranteed March.
I'm going to be a bit more conservative and say between March and May. But it's coming very soon. I could say that nicely, I think. Confidently. Confidently is a good way to put that.
It's a weird word.
It is a weird word. Next question, another one from Rexer. Is there anyone in your raid that sounds like they're from London?
Is this the times?
No, there's no one.
Not really.
That was an odd question. Anyway, that's about that for Twitter questions, and that's about...
You're from London.
Why?
What?
I don't even know. So that's about that for
You're from London.
Heroes of the Storm, WoW, Overwatch, all that stuff. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about that we may have missed?
London.
Bridges falling down, falling down, falling down.
London.
Really, anything else you guys got? Because I'm...
The next brawl with the Blues is coming soon. We'll
Oh,
see who's going to be in it.
we have one more
It's not
question.
me, but
This one is from Total Deletion. This
you're not getting
question-
this answer.
Oh, really? It's directly for you, Cody.
That's fine.
Where do
I
you see
played
the
fifth.
old gods fitting into Warlords? Can't have Warcraft without them.
Well, considering we're in an alternate universe, all the old gods that we just killed between Alderwar and, AQ, they're still alive.
Or are they? Because what
Nope,
if old
they are.
gods are trans-dimensional beings?
See, now you're getting way too into it.
I know.
They're all alive in Warlords, so
I have to ask that question.
that'll be the epic battle at the end of Warlords. Is all the old gods come together and form Voltron?
No,
Nobody did that.
no,
It's been done. Yeah,
no, it hasn't.
Yeah,
Voltron's
Yoxron
been
is the
done.
head, and
the head with the foot. Oh my god. Which is
You're thinking of V07.
no, yeah, not Memron.
The old gods haven't done it.
the old gods
No,
haven't done it. No, but
see?
Voltron's been
It'll
done.
happen.
Anyway,
So no, okay. So you're right. Voltron has been done. So the old gods are gonna come together to form the Megazord.
Yes,
Captain Planet.
No, that's even better.
What?
With our powers combined,
There were 5
we
old
are
gods mentioned. They
Uber
all
Mega
combined.
Earth World God thing.
By orc powers combined, I am
Thrall.
actually a planet.
Looting and polluting is not the way.
That's our show, ladies and gentlemen.
Hear what Captain Planet has to say.
Couple of quick announcements. One, we have a new Twitter. It is a Battle Talk Twitter. It is at Battle Talk Show, all one word. You'll follow us there for updates, tweet us questions, whatever. But yeah, we have that. That's a thing. You can also find us all Silent Chaos Guild on US Terralian Horde side. We are currently and always looking for more people. Couple GPS, maybe some
I'm
Boomkins.
looking
users.
for a new rogue.
Boomkins.
One that can tank
We
the floor
are
harder.
Okay, seriously though, we are looking for a good boomkin. If you are hearing this, you're on Terralion Horde side and are looking for a guild where you can raid successfully and laugh your ass off while doing it, then join us. Look us up, Silent Chaos. Was it silentchaos.wowlaunch.com is the guild website? You can find us there. And like I
If
said,
you're a combat rogue, go ahead and apply as well.
nah, it's
I
okay.
want someone to tank the floor harder than Zista. One that constantly uses killing spree and fights.
I can really screw with the colorblind settings next patch and tank the floor if you want. Anyway, that's where you can find all of us. Individually, Cody, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Can't Heals with a Z, and on Twitch at twitch.tv/Can't Heals with a Z. Playing heroes. And
Jawohl.
heroes. In Jurgen Bergen.
You can find Dom and his epic train whistle solos on Twitter at Zista__. At Zista_. There's no slash in there. I am so distracted that I can't even speak properly. The Human Torch was denied a fucking bank loan. You can find me on Twitter at Thilladrin, right there. Also on Twitch at Thilladrin, although I rarely stream. Hopefully coming up with something interesting to stream soon.
I'm scared now.
Tweet us your questions throughout the week, hashtag BlizzardBT, or at BattleTalkShow. Follow us at all those places. Have a lovely evening, everybody.
Are you gonna be like a techno Viking for your stream?
I have the Viking hat.
You can't wear it because you still wear the wrong headset.
Oh, shut up.